What's going on, everybody? It's fragged out, swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. Today I'm going to talk to you about an amazing vanilla that if you haven't heard about already, when you do, you're going to want to try it. If you love vanilla, if you love gourmand, this is a really good one. One of those fragrances that this doesn't happen always where the flanker actually outdoes the original. And I don't know that that's my final opinion yet, but it's been feeling like it lately. I've been wearing it these last couple of days. This is a fragrance from Jousset Parfums. If you know my page, you know my channel, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it is one of my favorite gourmand and vanilla fragrance companies, period. And I was happy to find out that they were going to send me this fragrance here. However, that doesn't change my opinion of the fragrance. But let me tell you something, it is phenomenal, and it's definitely one that I would not have minded paying for anyway, just that it has been sent to me. So I appreciate that from the house, as they know that I am a big supporter of their brand and their products. I just love their gourmand. So it made sense for them to want to know my opinion, and I'm happy to give it. And here I am today sharing my opinion with you, the viewers. So if you've been thinking about this fragrance and you love gourmands, you're at the right place right now. The fragrance is Jousset Parfums Accident À La Vanille, and this is the flanker, and the name of it is Madeleine de Proust. And Madeleine de Proust, I thought initially was the name of a person. I had to go look it up online. It actually refers to a phenomenon that where an event, a particular thing, kind of brings back, evokes a memory, takes you back to that particular place, either in your past or in your childhood. And as we all know, fragrance does that to a lot of us because the sense of smell is the sense most closely associated with memory. And this one right here, if you have any memories, great sweet memories in the past, this might do it for you. So, you know, just like the regular Jousset boxes, nothing really crazy. This one in specific, though, does have this nice embossed golden parrot and these nice little designs here. Usually they're white, but this one's a little nicer, but still ultimately plain box. And then the product itself and their presentations just keep getting better because these right here have the actual placard on it. Really nice, fancy looking bottle, but that's not really what we're talking about. Whew, yeah, that's what we're talking about, that smell. So the sprayer, really full, heavy. And I'm just go ahead and put it on the other side too because I'm probably gonna wear this when I leave now. So let's just quickly talk about the notes. Very simple. At the top, you're gonna get peach and apricot. In the middle, you're gonna get coconut, and at the base, you're going to get a buttery vanilla. Now, I will say this, the notes can sometimes be misleading in the sense that while they oversimplify the top, the heart, and the base, that when they say vanilla, this is not just a normal vanilla. This is that very thick, powerful vanilla that you got in the original. So when you look at the list of the original notes, kind of consider that. This is slightly smoky, not too much at all, but it's heavy, it's dense, it's very sweet, powdery sweet in some ways. Not where it's gonna choke you out, not where it's gonna be off-putting, but it is a very powerful vanilla, just coupled together with those fruity notes they've added to this fragrance. So if you want to get a point of reference, think the original for sure. This is a flanker that lives up to the quality of the original fragrance with actual added notes, not just taking the name and creating a new fragrance in that regard. So when you smell this initially, even in the air, before you even get close to your skin, you get that apricot peachy cocktail. Very fruity, nice and sweet. It smells almost jammy, syrupy apricot. It has a sweetness to it, a bit of a tartness to it, as peach or apricot would. But it's balanced out by this creaminess that's provided from that overload of vanilla. And although vanilla is listed in the base, this is the vanilla that from the first spray all the way to the dry down of this fragrance is going to be with you. The difference is how this fragrance does transition, and it transitions beautifully because you have these different fruity elements. So again, in the beginning, you have, it's going to be a peachy apricot cocktail with the addition of a very nice, creamy, slightly smoky vanilla the same kind of vanilla you would get from the original Accident À La Vanille. And this is going to last, based on my wearing this weekend, this is going to last on your skin in this particular form for about an hour or so, where the peach and apricot are the most prominent. As it really starts to dry down, it picks up a little bit of creaminess on top of that opening feel, because that coconut is going to come in. And that coconut doesn't take you to a very tropical coconut. However, it's not a completely candy coconut. It has a little bit of that natural coconut feel with added creaminess. And that coupled together with that vanilla makes it an amazing, super creamy, coconutty vanilla as you get to the base, with touches of that apricot and that peach still coming through. They're not going to be as prominent as they were in the opening, as you would not expect it to be, because those are the top notes. But you do get this nice little melody of coconut, apricot, peach, and a super powerful vanilla. Again, this is a vanilla lover's dream if you love gourmand and those fruity notes added to fragrances. If fruity's not for you, I'm telling you, stick to the OG, because Accident À La Vanille, the OG, is still a banger. And right now, as I smell this, I don't know yet that it's which one is my favorite, and I probably won't know this month. I think for different situations, I will say this: as we're getting into autumn, and it is officially autumn, this fragrance would have rocked out great all through summer. Like, I think this could have been released a few months ago, and it takes you right into the colder weather where it can still perform. And if there's days you feel like it's just too cold for something that's fruity, you jump to the OG. Again, this is for the vanilla lovers. If this is not you, then cool, disregard. But overall, nice, rich, creamy vanilla and coconut vibes with that infusion of apricot, almost jammy, saucy kind of apricot, peachy vibe. It's fruity, it's coconutty, it's creamy, it's vanillic, it's sweet, it's what you want even in these cooler weathers. And it's probably the coldest it's been so far here in my city today, and I'm gonna step out and see how I perform in that cooler weather. But overall, this is an amazing performer. It does last on my skin about 8 hours. The strongest you're going to get this fragrance on your skin is about the first 3 hours, and it starts to tame a little bit. But you're always going to get those wafts of vanilla. Like when I was driving in my car, hours later, as the wind would hit, I would still smell myself. So this is gonna last on your skin. It's gonna be a powerhouse in the beginning. It's gonna become more moderated as the time goes on, and it becomes a really nice skin scent by the end. That again is still touches of vanilla, coconut, and a light touch of those that fruity cocktail of peach and apricot you get in the opening. The name is great. You're gonna remember this, and if you love those vanilla fragrances, again, this is a fragrance that's gonna stick with you and will evoke memory of something beautiful at some point in your life or some point that you've already experienced. Again, Jousset Parfums, killing these vanillas and gourmands. If you want to try these fragrances, any fragrance from the house, I always recommend Sealed Essence. For me, it's the best, especially even on the East Coast, because I usually get my fragrances from Sealed Essence within 2 to 3 days, which is literally at this point the fastest time of any fragrance house that sends me anything ever. Right now, I'm dealing with a fragrance from another place that, you know, you live and you learn, that 5 days later, they're still trying to get it to my house. So whatever, I'm not going to complain about that right now. The point is, Jousset Parfums, Accident À La Vanille, Madeleine de Proust, and the place to get it. If you're on the East Coast, especially in the United States, Sealed Essence, great service, and you get your stuff really quickly. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Vanilla Bomb. Try it. Let me know if you have. Let me know if you're going to, if you're interested in this. And as always, if you're not following, please follow, support the channel, help it grow, and be part of it, be part of the conversation. If you liked it, go ahead and give a thumbs up. And as always, I read comments, I get to them. It might take me a couple of days, but as soon as my phone gives me a ping that somebody's replied to something, I always go in, read, like, and reply to it as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this fragrance as much as I did. And like I said, if you did, let me know. It's fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.